All right, let's talk a little bit about some music entertainment. Apparently, Tory Lanez has been ordered to stay away from Megan Thee Stallion, at least 100 feet. But first, let's talk about Dr. Dre and his wife. His business partner, Larry Chatham, helped spring an investigation by the LAPD of his wife embezzling almost $400,000 allegedly from their business, or Dr. Dre's and Larry's business account. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Apparently now they're now investigating Nicole Young for basically taking the almost $400,000 out of Dr. Dre and his business partners, I think Aftermath account, if I'm not mistaken. You know, and he didn't put the report in, or he didn't press the charges, or spring the report. His business partner Larry Chatham did. And right now, I mean, Nicole's legal team, they did deny it when it first came up, and now there's must be enough validity or enough proof to actually look into the investigation. And she seemed like the money hungry type. Just that stuff that she put out of lately. I need almost a half. I needed 1.5 million. I think she wanted like 900,000 per month for entertainment. She wanted 100,000 for her laundry and her dry cleaning and all that. Like, come on, you just look money hungry. You know what I'm saying? And also, just her trying to say, oh, the prenup. She's just been looking desperate. She been looking thirsty for money. And you actually wonder, did she actually go to Dr. Dre and like, hey, babe, I know we getting divorced. Can we make it work? Or can you kind of, give me some money to hold on? Really, in this situation, Dr. Dre is looking like the good guy. He don't have to do much at all. He not asking for an astronomical amount of money like she is. She the one that don't want to leave the house. He the one that's paying for the security, paying for her household, paying for her to basically have cooks and security and all that type of stuff. And don't forget, Nicole Young, she has a law degree, so I'm not sure exactly what her specialty is in law. Is it defense? Is it, whatever it is, right? Car accidents, whatever it may be. You would think she'd be smart enough not to take the money out the account. So it's hard for me to believe that somebody who has a legal degree would be so idiotic to embezzle some money out of Dr. Dre's business account without a reason for doing it. And pretty much, he probably looked like he almost worth $1 billion. What he need was 400,000. But this just building his case against her, in a divorce. He got a prenup, and it seemed like she's just trying to find any way to find a loophole around that prenup. Oh, he was aggressive with me. He threatened me. She trying every tactic, and don't be surprised if she don't try the DV tactic to go full blast. So, I mean, and I'm still waiting on her to kind of leak some stuff about his sexuality. And maybe she won't, because she might end up missing, all right? But we'll see where it goes. Obviously, an investigation, they got to have some validity to start it. But, hopefully, they divorce don't be no more messier than they got to be. That's just my whole thing about it. She just seemed desperate. And, somebody that actually loved you and been with you for 23 years, as long as you ain't pull, like you cheated on them or you had another man in his bed or whatever. As long as you didn't do that, it seemed like Dr. Dre would give you a nice piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? But she already pulled these moves, and she looking super, super desperate. Even from the beginning, this girl was looking desperate. But, oh, he tore up the prenup. I seen it. You think he going to tear up the actual copy of prenup? You crazy. So I don't know how many years she could be facing, or would they be willing to drop the embezzlement charge if she just go whatever their prenuptial agreement was. People got it mistaken that a prenup don't mean he get what he get what he brought to the relationship or before the relationship, and you get what you had. No, a prenup is just an agreement that you guys have. Like, if we do get divorced, I would have to pay you this amount of money in alimony, or you can get this asset. It's just an agreement that y'all pretty much say, if we do get divorced, it's kind of like a will. My dog barking. It's kind of like a will, but while you alive. You know what I'm saying? You get to say, okay, if y'all, we split the assets 50-50 down the middle. But you keep the money that you brought to the relationship, Dre. So a lot of people get prenup and get a bad rap. But I know one thing: if you ask a girl to get a prenup and you bringing something or you bringing nothing to the table and she say no, don't marry her then. It's kind of like being on your knee and asking a girl to marry you, but then she say no. The relationship is over. Because most men don't want to get married to begin with. So most men don't even want to get on that knee and give you an opportunity to say, I do. So for a man to actually, shovel up the pride and the courage to say his life is going to be with you, that's hard to do because a lot of men, it's a mechanism inside men. A lot of men are not meant to be with one woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. And people say, well, why did he cheat? It's in his DNA. But a lot of people don't understand that. But that is what it is. But let me know what you guys think. That story is in TMZ. Now, we also got the situation, all right? We also got the situation with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Apparently, this wasn't an arrangement. It was something else called in the TMZ article that said, that Tory Lanez basically had to put up $190,000 in bond money through a bail bondman, and his attorney got the arraignment put off so he didn't have to put a plea in. And, he did it via telephone, so he didn't have to appear. But apparently, he facing a felony. He facing another count for carrying a firearm without a license. I mean, to get caught with a gun is one of the worst places you can do so is in California. Their gun laws are prehistoric. You know what I'm saying? But at least to the current gun laws in like states and like open carry states like Texas, Michigan, Arizona, states like that, they kind of prehistoric towards those. But he was ordered to stay 100 feet away from her, and basically they about to next should be the arraignment. So I guess that's just a precautionary situation. When you shoot somebody, you gotta basically get a restraining order. But I don't think he wanted to get nowhere near her, no way. And she did an article in the New York Times or whatever. She said that the reason she didn't cooperate earlier, she was scared for her family, her friends. What you scared of? You think Tory Lanez gonna have y'all touched? Well, Selena Powell did say Tory Lanez tried to get them touched. You know what I'm saying, on No Jumper. Or Selena Powell was the other one. I forget the other one. I think it was her. So maybe it is something to it. You know what I'm saying? Where she felt scared because she said on No Jumper that he tried to put a pack on her head, and it was a cheap number. I think it was 1,000. So maybe she was scared. I'm not saying that Tory shot her, was right for shooting her in the foot. He was wrong for even having a gun to break up a cat fight. But at least when we go to through this case, I don't know if CNN gonna really be covering it, but by the time this case take off, it might be a situation where this might very, very well go viral. And if it goes viral, then we're gonna get the actual facts for the most part of this case. And in my opinion, Tory Lanez was just wrong for bringing a gun to a girl fight. Now, if it's two dudes fighting and he felt threatened, we gotta just see what actually happened, because the drop was he actually was flirting with Kylie, and Megan got upset. She was drunk. They said this is all alleged. Her and her friend was going back and forth. She found out from her friend that Tory Lanez had sex with them the night before, both of them, and they was arguing in the car. And somehow Tory Lanez picked up a gun, shot it, not directly at her foot, but it ricocheted or debris, hit her foot or whatever that nature. And for the most part, she got popped in the foot, and she got shot directly in the foot. Not sure what type of pistol it was, or I don't know if they reported it, but with a nice size firearm, you shooting her foot, it's going to be hanging off the foot twice. Directly shooting somebody in the foot twice. She wouldn't have been in the hospital for a day or two, and she wouldn't be back rapping or walking. Hell no, you get shot in the foot. So I don't think he directly shot her in the foot, but at least we going to find out. But he was just, he should have just, I don't know. No, he must have been drunk too, and whatever his idea was. You see, he a hothead. Remember, he pulled up on a Canadian rapper, Dax. I always say this, because he mad because he dissed him, because he said can't nobody in the industry mess with him, and he told him up better than Don Q could. You issue a challenge, you get mad when somebody fire back. He pulled up on him, and he looked kind of scared, Dax, but Tory Lanez had a gun, or his boy had a gun out the window, but you couldn't really see. But he a hothead. Remember, he caught that case down there in Florida. You just wonder why guys like him and Conor McGregor and guys that's from another country that continuously get in trouble in the United States and other places, they don't get deported. And that lets you know right then and there Tory Lanez probably won't do a day or a majority of them 22 years that he's facing. You know what I'm saying? The powers that be, if they really didn't like him, they would have deported him. He done worse than Sean did. They got rid of Sean. They made Sean go right back to Belize. So why is guys like Conor McGregor and Tory Lanez continue to break the law and get in trouble here, but they not deported? That's because of the people that's backing them. You know what I'm saying? So we see what happens. But hey, let me know what you guys think about the video. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, query, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Best way to do that is share the video with Cash App CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, query, sponsorship, video request. All the links in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Check our Facebook group out as well. Also, I did a video on my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. So check that out. We'll probably be dropping another video today over there. So if you want to check that out as well, check out my Detroit channel, Motor City Sports Talk. You know what I'm saying? You can check that out right here on YouTube for more sports news and things around Detroit. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time we gone.